So one of the first mods I want to make to the desk is installing a surge protector slash multi-power unit to the bottom of the desk so that we can get rid of this sort of mess cables that's already starting and give a way to also potentially plug in things like lights and things like that that I might install. And so the idea is, particularly, I'll be able to plug in the sit stand hardware into this along with potentially like a laptop charger or anything else, and then you just plug in the one cable into the wall and everything is powered up. So for this, it's really just a matter of screwing this into the bottom and figuring out sort of the right placement. I bought one that sort of has pretty easy screw holes for just screwing it into the wood at the bottom. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so really the main decision is just where to position it, and then it's just a matter of drilling the pilot holes and screw holes. Yeah, and then screwing it onto the bottom, so not too much there. I think I'm just gonna place it in the middle back because it gives it the most range to connect to anything that I might add on the sides. And then from there, we'll get that plugged into it and then do a little more cable management. Okay, so not too bad. So the whole thing screwed into the bottom. The cable management maybe leaves a little bit to be desired, but I just had a double sticky tape sort of hook to hang onto that and take up some of the slack. But I think once I add in other parts to it that'll actually connect to this, then I'll probably figure out a better cable management system under here. But for now, seems like it's going to work pretty well. So quick addendum, the desk originally, or the legs rather, came with this like somewhat janky folded sheet metal cable management thing. And I originally wasn't going to put it on the desk, but testing it out with the surge protector under there, it actually does seem like it'll be useful. So I'm going to try to put it on there. I still don't necessarily love it, and I imagine I'll maybe upgrade this for something later. It's basically just sort of a kind of a bucket that gets screwed to the bottom of the desk where those cables can kind of sit. But when I was putting in my laptop charger under there, this did seem like a potentially good solution for being able to plug it in and just have it sit somewhere without necessarily like permanently affixing it to the desk in some fashion. So anyway, I'm gonna give it a go. we'll see how I like it, and maybe later I take it off and replace it, or maybe it really is the perfect solution and it stays there forever. We'll see. But that means back to doing some screwing. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's not the nicest thing in the world. At some point I think maybe I'll make effectively a version of this out of wood. It's effectively just a shelf that sits in here that then, so like here's the laptop charger, and then that makes it pretty easy to just plug it in and just kind of set the excess cable in there, and then I can have the USB side poke out and sort of feed up to the top. I'm also wondering if like I should add some holes in the back here for feeding cables through, but part of this is seeing how I end up actually using the desk too and let its features evolve as I need them. But and then this I think I'm gonna leave as is for now. Maybe we'll see if I end up just moving those cables in here too, but we'll find out. Anyway, I think this is a pretty good setup for the time being, but time will tell. Anyway, thanks again. See you next time.